Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us for this update from your coronavirus headquarters. I'm Jordan FREMSTAD. The president is at odds with some of the nation's governors over who should be responsible for coronavirus testing amidst the pandemic. This comes as the White House and the congressional leaders say they are close to a deal to help the nation's small businesses keep employees on the payroll. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House.
Vice President Pence is headed to FEMA headquarters today, where he will video conference with the nation's governors.
We'll be providing all the nation's governors and all of their health officials with detail about the testing infrastructure that exists all around the country.
But coronavirus testing has become a point of friction between the White House and the governors, as President Trump says it's up to the states to get testing up to speed.
Testing is local. You can't have it both ways. Testing is a local thing.
To try to push this off to say that the governors have plenty of testing and they should just get to work on testing, somehow we aren't doing our job, is just absolutely false.
Governors say there needs to be a coordinated federal response to get needed supplies.
I can't do an international supply chain, and that's where the federal government has to help, because no state can do that.
The White House and congressional Democrats both say they are close to a deal on a new financial relief package that will include more money for testing.
But the majority of the money will go to small businesses, with an additional $300 billion for the loan program designed to keep employees on the payroll during the pandemic response.
That program has been incredibly successful. It's kept workers connected to their firms and made it so that as governors start to decide to open up their economies, that the people will be in place to do that.
The Senate could try to pass the package with a voice vote this afternoon. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
And the White House rejected Democrats' demands that they provide money for state and local governments, with President Trump saying he prefers to address their needs at a later time. Tomorrow, Vice President Mike Pence will visit Madison. Pence will visit a GE healthcare manufacturing facility and highlight the production of ventilators. The Vice President will tour the facility and participate in a roundtable discussion before returning to Washington, D.C. Sauer Healthcare in Winona is one of many nursing homes in Minnesota with confirmed coronavirus cases. The facility is now moving residents who have tested negative to keep them safe. Those residents will be relocated to Lake Winona Manor for an interim stay and will be monitored at a quarantine level of observation. There are now more than 2,400 positive cases across Minnesota, and there have been at least 143 deaths. No new cases are being recorded in Winona County at this time. In Iowa, 40 cases are being reported in Allamakee County, and there are 6 in Winneshiek County. The entire state now has more than 3,100 people who have tested positive. 79 people have died. Taking a look at the latest numbers in Wisconsin, more than 4,300 people in the state have tested positive for COVID-19 and 220 people have died. In area counties, there's 1 new case being reported in Jackson County. La Crosse County has not reported a new case of the virus in more than a week. 23 of the 26 people who have tested positive in La Crosse County have recovered. 2 local manufacturing companies are making a big donation to support healthcare workers. At the beginning of April, Sparta-based business Spartec teamed up with Stellar Mold and Tool in Galesville. Together they designed plastic face shields for local healthcare workers, and now Mayo Clinic Health System is receiving 2,000 of those shields. The staff at the clinic say the donation is overwhelming.
It's clear nationwide there's a shortage of this type of equipment to keep employees safe, so it's incredibly meaningful to us and our system, our employees.
But efforts are just getting started. Now Spartec is taking a new approach to supply the community with these PPEs. It's contacting grocery stores, pharmacies, and other essential businesses.
It's really been a group effort to get this launched into market as quick as we did, to try to help out the people in the medical community, and now what we're seeing is the people considered in essential businesses.
Right now, Spartec has the materials to make 220,000 shields, and other companies have partnered up to help with production. We want to thank you so much for joining us on this coronavirus update, and you can always get the latest information anytime on our website at news8000.com or download our mobile app. And we hope to see you tonight at 5, 6, and 10.